The meaning of life? Oh man, that's a very complex one. I mean, if you take it from a pure science fiction perspective or mathematical reductionist theory of the meaning of life, the answer, of course, is 42. But I think that the meaning of life is much more complex than that. I mean, I would say the answer is more like 68. I mean, you know, I don't know what the difference between, what's the difference between 68 and 42, Keith, you know? Well, anyway, it doesn't really matter. I mean, to me, the answer has to be more than 42 because 42 is just way too reductionist and way too simplistic. I think that the meaning of life to me is my sports cards. I mean, ever since I was like 5 or 6 years old, I really loved the sports cards. Not sports cars, because everybody always, you know, when I go into a store to get gas, like at a Sunoco station, I said I really love sports cards. And I had to put a real emphasis on the cards, because people always say cars. You know, and the thing about that is I hate that, you know, I hate when people make that mistake because, I mean, I hate cars. Cars, I think, basically are not the meaning of life. Because, you know, if you think about the rate by which we're burning fossil fuels, I mean, it's a scary proposition. I mean, if you look at all the coal we're burning and all the gas we're burning, then you really got to say to yourself, my God, you know, cars are not where it's at, especially if they're attractive, even if they're attractive, because, you know, I hate people who just sit around and think and live for their car. You know, that kind of, you know, my Harley, my Honey, and my beautiful red convertible that sits in the driveway, because, you know, I'm just not into that sort of thing. I mean, the meaning of life definitely does not reside in the possession of one's own red convertible in the driveway, and you know, and that house on the shade of the freeway. I mean, to me, life is, you know, it's a Pacers game. You know, and the Pacers play San Antonio. You sit down there, you grab a beer, you know, you have your dog there next to you. That to me is, that's the true meaning of life.
Are you jealous of the people with convertibles?
Well, no, not really. It's just that I just cannot, you know, you talk about a reductionist argument, reducing one's life to one individual thing. I just can't see reducing it to a convertible. I mean, a convertible just gets you, you know, from your house to the Sunoco station. There really isn't anything more to it than that. I mean, you just put, you know, petrol in it. You know, you ask your dog if you can, you know, if he can come along, and you go to the Sunoco station. I mean, that's all it is to me. And you know, these people that you know that live in trailers and all they live for every day is their convertible. Well, you know, I mean, there's only one thing that I can really say about that. That's where you get those two meaningful words, trailer trash, you know. And I don't want to be trailer trash.